Hello, everyone. Welcome. Hopefully you can hear me okay. I'm having a little bit of technical troubles just with my computer screen, but hopefully everybody can see okay and everything. Um, are we good? Okay. All right. So I just wanted to say hi and welcome everyone. And it looks like you guys were able to reroute directly from Jay, so that works out great. And tonight I may be a little bit crazy. We're gonna do some stitching. I don't think we'll get it finished. Um, so it should be interesting. But I'm going to just kind of switch my screens here real quick and show you what we're going to work with. So I want to see if I can fix my camera a little bit here. Okay. Oh, hang on. Oh, the joys of going live. Technical difficulties, sorry. Is it chilly in Indiana too? Yes, it is chilly. Hey, Kelly, welcome. So this is my cousin Kelly. She's wanting to catch me live, and I forgot to tell her that I was going live. So welcome everyone. So anyway, today, and my camera's not very lined up very well, but I'll move it around a little bit there. And today we're going to work with, I'll just raise my desk. We're going to work with some stitching. So what I've got here today is I've got Nichole Spohr's Felty Fox. And Dawn saying hi to cousin Kelly. Yeah, cute fox. So the gang's all here. So anyway, so I got and I went ahead and die cut out a lot of it. And I did stitch the legs because I don't expect we'll be able to finish this on the live because it is kind of lengthy, but I wanted to kind of give you a feel for it. So I have everything die cut out and laying here. So you can kind of get a feel for all of the pieces that are with it. But you've got, and I'll just run through it. First of all, Spellbinders sent me the neutral collection of the merino wool thing. So I have a neutral collection of it. So I had to be kind of particular on what I used for it. So I had to use, they didn't really give you enough for the same color for the front and back. So I've got a dark on the back and then the lighter on the front, but I don't think it'll matter. And I have already stitched the ears to the fox. And so I tried to get a little bit done so that we can maybe be able to show you kind of how it works. I'm going to go ahead and take my little face pieces off and put them in my little tray here so I don't lose them. But I wanted to show you before we get started how it's going to die cut. And what I'm doing here is I'm creating some stuffing for the head, the body, and the tail by just die cutting out some more. And so I thought it would be a good way just to show you how easily the felt die cuts. So I'm just going to bring in my scalp and do some die cutting on there just so you guys can check that out. Yeah, I think it's adorable too. And I've got the reindeer, and I've also got let me just pull it out here real quick. And I don't get the packaging because Spellbinders just sends it to me, but I got the felt reindeer, and I also got I got this felt pumpkin lane house. And I'll pull these out when I get my desk cleared off here and show you a little bit more of it. But I just want to show you how the felt does die cut with the Spellbinders dies. And I actually am going to run it through a couple times just because of all those little holes. I want those to pop out easily for me. Not on these particular pieces because I'm going to cut them down. But when I ran the other ones in which I'm going to seam, I went multiple so that those circle pieces would pop out real easily. so that I wouldn't have to mess with it. But this I'm going to trim down because I'm going to use this for the batting for the inside of the fox. So I need it for the belly. I need it for the head. And I'm going to need it for the tail. Now, you wouldn't necessarily have to do the tail unless you wanted it to be full. The legs and the ears, you don't need it because the two layers of the legs already make it full enough. So see how easily that die cuts out? I wondered when I got it, how difficult it would be to die cut that felt out, but it's very simple and it die cuts out real easy. So I did do, like I said, a couple passes with those that I knew I was going to be sewing through. And then I did take my pin and kind of pop out the circle so that I could easily see my stitch on the front and the back. But I just wanted to show you how easily that cuts out. So it cuts out very easy. I'm going to lay these dies aside. I'll show you just so you kind of get a feel, which you guys can tell by the pieces, but with your fox, you've got your legs and you have two legs. You have your body back, and then you've got your head, your face. This is your body front, and then this is the head that the face goes on like that. And then here's your tail. And then you get the kind of the fur around the neck area. And I cut some extra pieces out and put them in there. And then your ears are the two layers. So you have those two, these, and then you've got the piece for the tail hair. And then you also have the little feet pieces that go on the fox's feet. You've got little eyes and a little nose. And you also have the little cheeks. And that's what comes in that. So, and I've got everything, I think, ready to go. I've got 4 needles stitched and ready. And I thought we would just kind of get going on here. So I lost my nose. It's around here somewhere, so I had to die cut it out again. So I have 2 more eyes in there because the eyes and the nose die cut out together. And then before we get started, I'll just real quickly show you the reindeer. And I probably shouldn't be doing this because I know it's going to take time, but you've got the reindeer face, the body. Looks like there's a front and the back to the body. You've got your antlers, and you've got some, looks like some ornaments and some, I haven't really looked at this decoration. There's like some Christmas ornaments. You've got the eyes, the hoofs, all of those pieces. So that's what comes with the reindeer. And then the pumpkin, it has a door because it's like a little house. And then you've got little windows and little leaves and that stuff that come with it as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and put this stuff up, and we'll get to stitching on our fox, and we'll just see how it goes. I was thinking I might have been out of my mind to do this live because, stitching does take time. But I thought we could do a little bit and you could kind of just get a feel for it and see if it might be something that you would be interested in. I did link everything in the description box so you can check it out. And if you're interested in the products and you'd shop with those links, it does help support my channel and, helps me to keep bringing new content to my channel every day. So I don't want to lose my eyes. But anyway, so I went ahead and stitched the decorative pieces to the ears on there already and just got them going. And then I took my legs and I went ahead and stitched them. And you can see, nice stitching on both the front and the back. And then these will lay on here. But I'm going to lay these aside and we'll work on the face because I think this will be the fun part. Now, what you can do with this is just take some scissors and just kind of cut it down so that it will fit inside of your face so that you can have that batting or stuffed area. I didn't go and get any fiber fill or any batting, quilt batting or anything like that. I'm just using this and I'll be able to stuff this in there like that. And then we can sew around it. But before we do, we need to get our face sewn on here and then we'll go back through. So I'm just going to kind of line it up. I noted that it looks like I'll have 4 holes on each side if I do this right. I think if I get them laid down right. And I took my pin and I actually popped them out so that I could see them lined up together through there very nicely. And I brought in a fresh set of pins because I thought if I got it lined up nicely like I wanted it, trying to see if I do. Um, yeah, so I'm just going to take it and just kind of pin it on there for now, just so it doesn't get away from me. So how's everybody doing in the chat? Looks like Lala and Caroline and Dawn, and you just broke your last threader last night, so good luck to me. Still waiting for your order. Okay. Now Lala has done some stitching. Do they have words or sentiments? Would like happy holiday? No, they don't. I don't think there's any sentiments or words with them. They're just the animals or the pumpkin or whatever. Anyway, but Lala has been brave enough to do some stitching um, on her live, and so I thought, well, if she can do it, I'll give it a try. And so you can kind of get it started from the back and just find the right hole that you want to go in, and make sure you get through the back and the front because you want to get it going. And then what I'm going to do is just kind of put my finger there and just hold it. And then you're going to go in and out, in and out, and you'll be skipping a stitch on each one, and then you'll come back around. That one, yeah, that one's kind of got a little tear in it, but let's see if we can get this started. I didn't have any trouble with the legs. Of course, when you go live, you're going to have problems. So, yeah, that one's got a little spot in it. I would run into that right off the bat. Hang on here. All right, so if you have an issue, like I'm having now, oh, I see what my problem is. This is all tangled up. Okay, I've got like a knot in there. All right, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna back that one out because I don't like how it looks, and we'll just start over. One of the things I noticed on this felt is it's really close to the edge. So you're going to want to be really gentle with it because it's the die edge and the holes are very close together. That's one thing I did note on that. And I've got my little cute scissors here that I'm going to use and just trim that off. And then we'll go ahead and rethread this. I could grab my other one that's already threaded up, but since I've got this one in my hand, I think I can do it pretty quickly. And I've got a pretty big, I guess what I'd call a darning needle. Let me get this threaded up here. Maybe. All right, we're moving on to the other one. These are DMC Chanel sharp end. I don't know what they are, but anyway, so that's what I'm going to use. And I think I'm actually going to start. Let's see if I can do this. There we go. All right, whoops. This is one that I use to stitch something else. I think it's shorter. And I'm using a lighter color than what I'm using on the brown of the fox, just to have a little bit of different dimension. And I think I'm going to have to create my own hole there because it's too close to the edge and it's not, there we go. All right, now we're going to get started. So then you just go to the next one and then down in, and you want to make sure you're going through your hole at the bottom. Now on this back of this face doesn't matter that much because I'm going to cover it up. It's going to be inside the back of my head, so it won't matter that much. But I want to get my face stitched down, and I can already tell I'm going to need two of these because I don't have a lot of, this isn't a big, it's not a big long strand of the stuff. And if it gets tangled up, if you kind of drop it and just let it spin itself out, then you won't have trouble with it knotting up. So can you see that? I don't know if I'm giving you a good angle or not. Lala says the size of these dies are perfect, not too big and not too small. Yeah, they're a pretty good size. Now this is going to make more like a stuffed type ornament. I could put a hanger on it and make it a Christmas tree ornament, or it could just be a little stuffed animal. You could just do a single layer of them and put them on a card if you wanted to. But I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it. My goal is to just kind of get it stitched and just see how it goes. This is my first one. So, and I'm real guilty about doing the first thing on live and not having practiced. So I just figure we'll fumble through it together. And I'm just trying to make sure that I'm getting through that back piece so that I have a nice, it's going to be covered, but you know, you want your stitching to be nice. And if you've popped out those holes, you can kind of see all the way through them. The ones that are lined up perfectly, whoops, I don't want to knot that. I can see perfectly. And you can see I'm skipping every other, and then I'll go completely around and come back to it and finish it off. And you can tell that I'm going to need to use a some more of the thread. Jay says he knows nothing about sewing. Well, I know a little bit, but not much. Welcome, Cordelia. Glad you could join us. I do have a sewing machine, and I've done a little bit of sewing, but nothing like my mother, my next door. She can sew. She makes beautiful quilts for the kids and stuff. Now here on these, I don't have a back hole for it, so I just need to basically just kind of stitch through it. And on the part that I've already stitched, we'll be stitching through that again later because we're going to stitch the back of the head to the through the chin as well. So we'll see how that goes. Actually, I might be able to not do that. I've got an idea on how I can do that. So Nichole Spohr, if you guys watch her, she designed these for Spellbinders. These are her dies, and she does a lot of stitching. Let's see. What is Cordelia talking about? Were you horrified? Uh, is that in regards to lurking? So Cordelia was watching Caroline's live, and Caroline saying, "Were you horrified?" I'm missing what that was. What happened, Caroline? I'll be interested in knowing. We'll have to watch it on replay. Was it one of those lives where nothing seems to go right for us? I thought we were starting off that way because I couldn't get my camera lined up right, and then I couldn't get this going, but we seem to be going okay. So anyway, so we're not making a card tonight. We're just doing some stitching, and we will see. Oh, you had tech trouble? Had to restart? Oh, okay. Well, that happens to the best of us. That's for sure. You just never know what's going to happen. You just kind of have to go with the flow. So I'm just going to do this. So Friday night, we did have our Christmas card making party, and it was a total blast. I made like Swedish meatballs, and I made a charcuterie board. We had salami and cheese and crackers, and I made chocolate chip and peanut butter cookies, and we had dill dip and all the veggies, and had a really good time. And the girls made one of them, I think, and I'm not sure I'm exactly right, but I think one of them made 16 cards. The other one made 14 cards, and then the third one made 8 cards. And then I only made 2 because I was busy assisting them with their projects. And so I didn't really even start making any cards until the end of the party. We did have craft roulette on in the background, but we were so busy and having so much fun. The only thing we really did was note the parameters that the wheel had given for craft roulette. And we did pause to see actually, I think we even missed the winners. I think I went back and peeked to see if I had any chance of winning. Now you can see the back of this where I've stitched it, and this area here doesn't have any holes for that, so I'm just going through it wherever I want and just trying to keep it neat. Now I know some people are really good at keeping this very neat, and I am not, so I'm going to do the best that I can, and it'll be good enough. Yeah, everyone had a great time. It was fun, and they helped me actually clean up afterward, and that was really nice. Yeah, Jay says going with the flow is hard. It's like patience with watercolor. Yeah, Easy to say, hard to do. Exactly. Exactly. But yeah, and I'm kind of like a control freak and I want everything to be perfect. That was partly why I wouldn't go live at first until Lala talked me into going live because I was afraid of messing up. I didn't want to embarrass myself or whatever, which um, is easy to do. So anyway, but it's okay. I've learned that, you know, it's real life. And so just kind of go with the flow. So anyway, I'm running out of thread here, so I'm gonna have to move on to my other one. You guys are gonna have to watch me thread it since I immediately unthreaded it right off the get-go. But we may just get his face done. I don't know if we'll get that far or not. Jana is not going live tonight because she messaged me and she's got a migraine and said that she's going to go live tomorrow at noon her time. And I think that noon her time is 11 my time, which is East Central or Eastern Standard. So I think that is correct. So I'm not completely sure, but just to give you a heads up. So if we run a little bit long, it'll be okay because Jana's not going live. So we'll try to keep it going. But anyway, I was thinking about, because I want to get my Christmas cards addressed, I was thinking about running through them tonight. And I was like, would anybody be interested in seeing all of the Christmas cards that I have made? Just kind of a review of it. But then I thought, no, let's get this done. And maybe tomorrow, if I get some time, I might go live and just go through all my Christmas cards. I think there are well over 100 of them that I have made this season. So I think it could be kind of interesting to check out before I put them in the envelopes and ship them out. I'm ready to get them out of here because, if you can get 100 cards out of your craft room, that is awesome. Okay, what are we saying here? Tech Troubles had them on your live yesterday too. You did, Dawn. Jay saying, Cordelia, hope you had a good weekend. Caroline saying hi to Jay. Would be a cute ornament. Yes, it would be. Yeah. The owl and ginger people dies are adorable. Yes. Oh, you missed doing your craft roulette card this week. The parameters are not bad this week. They're really not. Let me see. What were they? Oh, I got through that kind of not great. Oh no, it's okay. Let me see. You had to have a gatefold, which that's not bad. And then you had to have produce aisle colors. And so I interpreted that as tomatoes and peppers. So red and green. So that meant a Christmas card. And then we had to have crinkled paper. And gosh, what was the other one? Something else. Oh, you had to have a fence on it. So I put a fence on my gatefold. I put a poinsettia, and if you guys saw it, I think it ran today. Or maybe it runs tomorrow. Anyway, I don't know. And I put a poinsettia on my fence, and I used Simon Hurley's bark embossing folder to crinkle because it puts just tons of crinkle on it. Dawn, you went live and you just made the most disgusting cake pops. Oh, Caroline did. Oh, yeah, Caroline, I noticed you've been doing stuff in your kitchen lately. That's kind of fun. And she has a beautiful kitchen. If you guys haven't seen it, you'll have to check it out. Her kitchen's gorgeous. But anyway, so the cake pops didn't turn out well. I know those are hard to do. At least I think they are. So I don't know how this stitching on the face is going, but I think it's going okay. Now I'm almost back around to where I started, which is where I will overlap. This is kind of redundant because you're going to go all the way around twice because you're skipping a stitch. And so it does that's why it does take some time to get it done because you're actually going to skip a stitch and go all the way back around and then finish that skipped stitch. Boy, say that 10 times real fast. But what it'll do, it'll bring you back to your starting piece so that you can tie those two pieces off. That's essentially what it will do. Oops. And I caught my little ear. I don't know if I'm doing a good job of showing you guys because I'm doing so much talking. I'm not really paying attention to the monitor. But I'm going to go through this. I'm going to actually stitch backwards on this one because I know that it's a weak spot in the felt. So I'm going to do that. It's going to be on the inside, so it'll be fine. And then that's where I started. So once I get all the way back around, I'll be where I started, and then I can tie it off and clip it. So it does take a little bit of time to do this. How are we doing? We are 26 minutes in, and I haven't got the face sewn on so I need to pick up the pace a little bit. So anywho, this is how you do it. And I really have to stitch all of this on before I can move on. So I think what we might do is get this part finished. We will glue on our little facial features, which I think will be certainly very, very cute. And you can see I kind of need to unwind it a little bit. And then see how far we get with it. Yes, My Crafty Adventures, I think, is Caroline's channel name. So let's see. You agree, Papa Smurf? You'd like the look round stitching too. Oh, Papa Smurf, that would be a cute one. Be a cute little blue one. Let's see, where am I at here? Right here. So you can see that when you go back through, then it just closes that in. And so you just try to go right back into the same holes and then into the other hole, and then that will finish your stitching off. So that's kind of how it works. So you guys got your chat going there. Glow, it's your crafty adventures. There's no hot air balloon as the symbol. Oh, okay. So the logo, you're not going to see her hot air balloon logo. You're just going to see it's My Crafty Adventures. So she did some, just to give Caroline a little shout out, she did some Dollar Tree gift ideas the other day, and they were super cute. Little inexpensive gifts that you can have on hand for those people that show up and you're like, oh, I don't have a gift for them. Caroline put together some really neat packages for that to give you some ideas, and that was pretty fun. So you can check that out. Anyway, so I'm going all the way back around. And I watched Nichole Spohr actually do this on one of her lives. Maybe it wasn't live because I think there was some speeding up to it. I think, it's kind of hard to do. I think those ones Lala did might have had a little bit less stitching on it, and so she was able to get through it okay. But this is quite a bit of stitching. I think I mentioned to you guys when I did that full cover plate stitching for Spellbinders, I think I showed just a teeny tiny bit of it on my camera, and then I sat and watched TV with my husband and did it, and it took a good while because it was a full A2 size pattern, and it did take a good amount of time to stitch. But I will tell you that if you like stitching, this is fun, and it's going to yield some really cute items, and it is very relaxing to just kind of sit and stitch. It's very fun. Somebody said on one of the lives that their spouse did cross stitching to help alleviate PTSD. And I thought, wow, that's really neat. I can't remember who that was. I forget who that was. Oh, the candy cane in the collection looked fun. Yeah, I didn't get that. I wasn't thinking about the volume of stitching when I made my selection. I was thinking about the cuteness factor. And so that's something when you're looking at them, consider how much stitching you would want to do as opposed to, um, you know, do I really want to do this project? Because I think I've picked some that have quite a bit of stitching on there. And Lala's saying, OMG, Shanna, I always worry about the thread not being long enough because I really don't want to thread it again. That's what's taking me forever. Yeah, I did thread up. Oh, cross stitches. Yeah, I think that's what I thought. I thought it said PTSD. I don't know. I did load them up because I thought I wanted to have them handy. So I actually have two of these kind of brown threads and two black ones loaded up so that they would be good to go, and I could just shift from one to the other and hopefully be able to make some progress on this video, because I like to speed along. Hi, Sonia. Welcome. Sonia said that's cute. And I'm not, because I'm using both hands, I'm not popping you guys' conversations up into the chat, except I've got one that's hanging out there because you have to use both hands to do this. And that's what I'm doing. So I think it's coming together cute. Just trying to get back through the right holes and make sure I make a good solid seam. And there I just pulled it out. So this is what Lala's talking about, having to rethread. I think I'm feeling like I might be able to get finished with this piece of thread here on this facial piece. So I'm hoping that is the case. We shall see. So I'm just going to flip that off so I've got a good crisp edge. And then we'll go through this. I did bring in another pair of glasses just in case my regular glasses wouldn't work, but they seem to be working just fine. My glasses are progressive, so I've got all three views in them, so they seem to be working okay. But I did bring in some readers that I think are a little bit more intense that I could use if I need to. I can see it, I just can't get them to the threads to stay together. They've kind of unwound a little bit. But anyway, so we'll get through it one way or another. If I get enough spit on here, maybe. All right. I need some of that wax that they were talking about in Lala's feed the other day, but I knew I didn't have enough time to order it and get it in here. So I was like, well, because I needed to get working on this stuff. Because I think this was, I don't know, November 10th through December something that I was supposed to air this stuff. So I wanted to get it out there and get it going. So here we go. I think it's coming together. It's the threading. Yes, it is. It's kind of a pain, but they make these little tools that you can, metal tools that you can push through your needle and then stick your thread in and then pull it through. And I've got one somewhere, but I thought the eye of this needle was big enough that I should be able to thread it without any problems. Is Kelly, are you still on? Are you lurking in the background? Or Kelly is our cousin from, I've told you guys about our trips to the beach in North Carolina. And Kelly is the cousin that I go to the trips to the beach with. So I don't know if she's still lurking. Sometimes she just puts me on in the background and does her thing. But oh, oh, you ordered those too. You're looking for anything that can help you. Yeah. Yep. I hear you. So we're almost around on the face. So we did make it that far. Now, when I watched Nichole Spohr, she's the creator of these little images, she just used the hot glue to attach the decorative pieces to the face. That's what she used. So when I get this part finished, we'll tie it off, and then I will plug in my hot glue, and we will add our little facial features to this, and then I will determine if I need to stitch any little stitches on the facial features, and then we'll begin assembling and I've kind of, there we go. So see, you can see I'm right back around at where I started, so then I can take, and certainly you can do this on this because it's going on the inside and will not be seen. Anything that's going to be on the outside, you're going to have to be extremely careful to make very neat. And so this part is a little bit more forgiving because it's going to be hidden. So we'll do that. And so this is what it looks like. I think it's cute, don't you? I think it's cute. Let me plug in this hot glue gun I didn't want to plug that in starting out because I thought it'll be dripping all over my desk. And I think I'm going to go ahead, and this I don't believe is enough for my mouth. So I'm going to get rid of it. I'm going to bring in some more, a little bit longer piece. And then what I did was, just to show you, is I just split this into three different threads. Did you get your needles, Lala? Okay. So Lala ordered some needles. So I'll just take my needle and stick it in there and get 3 strands of thread out. And then what I do is put pressure on that, and then it'll pull apart real easy without knotting. And a lot of times I'll use I'll put the thread between my knees and then just use my fingers and pull it apart. But there, I used my mouth to do that and got it to pull apart. So there we go. So now we're just going to do our little mouthpiece here. And it doesn't have any holes in the back. So we'll just get it started much like we did the other ones and get it stitched. And in the meanwhile, my hot glue gun is heating up and we'll be able to glue down our facial elements. And then we will at least have a little face done. Let's see what I got going on here. I don't want to pull the back of my, yeah. What do we got? What have I got going on here? I had that piece of scrap running through there. Okay. And so we're just going the first direction. And I'm sorry if I keep forgetting to hold it up there. It's one thing to stitch. It's another thing to stitch and hold it up high and under a camera. So, and just add to your challenges. Anyway. So let's see. So I just thread them in before I start the live. That's what's worked so far, but you're afraid if you ran out. So what I did, I have this little pink thing here, and I've got a needle there with a black, needle there with black, and I had 2 with the brown, and I just stuck it. I know you could use your pin cushion or whatever, but that was sitting on my desk, and I thought, well, that would be a quick and easy way to have 4 needles already threaded up, ready to go, and then I can just get going with my project. Because you guys know I like to get a lot done on my lives, but we're not going to do that tonight. It's going to be relaxing. You know what? We're moving into the holiday season. It's time to just relax a little bit and slow things down a little bit. And so we may not get it finished. Well, we likely won't get it finished. You're welcome, Caroline. You know, I appreciate, our friends that, Jay, he's real good about promoting my channel, following his, and so I want to promote others as well. So I'm happy to promote your channel and that. So now we've got these little cheeks, and I'm not exactly sure exactly where they want them to go, but we'll kind of line things up. And we've got these little eyes. Try and get them where I want them. I don't know. I don't know. That's cute. And then the little nose makes it. And I think it goes. Does it go like that? Or maybe the other way. Isn't that cute? So I'm just going to take a little peek here at my, I thought I had the little window open because I don't get the pictures, of the kits because they send them to me in a plastic baggie. And I'm just backing up. I was looking at all the felt pieces from Spellbinders, and so I'm just backing up on my screen here, trying to get to the felt fox. There we go. Just making sure I've got, yeah, so I think I probably want the eyes to be up and over a little bit. Just trying to give myself a visual because I'm not, and then my cheeks can kind of be over here. So what do you think about that? How does that look? Are you the queen on stitching now, mommy guide? The Santa looked Cute. He's a couple of days behind. Yeah, I think it is very, very cute. So, okay, so let's see how this thing's doing. And this thing is a gluey mess. And so I'm hoping that I won't make a mess. So I think let's do our eye. Just trying to circle around there and get any of those little threads. And try to position our eyes in a similar manner. Hopefully. Get this out of the way and that out of the way. Oh, goodness. This is the part that scares me. Trying to get this on there. And I wanted to do, I realized you probably would do this last, but because I'm sure we're probably not going to get finished, I wanted to give my little fox a face and kind of give you a feel for what it's going to look like. And I'm afraid my eyes are not very straight on there. Let me see. How's that look? That's not too bad. Okay, so then we got to get our little nose on there. You know, it's going to go right there at the point. And I think my glue could be a little bit hotter, but this way I'm not burning myself. And we'll get it laid down on there. That's super cute. There's a little bit of extra glue on this eye. I'm going to kind of pull it away. That's cute. Now, Nichole took and put some eyebrows on there, or eyelashes on there. We might do that. I think that would be fun. Now, let's see where we want our little cheeks to be. I like that we have our glue that is movable and we can move it around. This laying something down and it being stuck is a little bit scary. Because I don't want to mess him up. He's certainly cute. Okay, we got that one on there. Let's see, can we do this one again? Okay, there we go. How are we doing? We're 42 minutes in. I think we can get some more done. And we're getting some little glue hairs there. And there's the little face of our little guy. Is that cute or what? Super cute. Now, we do need to, let's go, while we got this out, let's go ahead and glue these feet on, because these are the other pieces that would be glued on, and the tail would, but I'm not going to do it yet because it's not assembled, but I think we'll go ahead and do the feet while I got this hot glue going, and then I'll unplug it, because I doubt I'm going to get to that tail, but I want to make sure I get these on here right. I believe they go like this, and hopefully my head's not in the way. And then this one, I think is going to go like this. And we're going to have our little feet on there. So the little feet are going to go on the body like that. And then, you know, the little head's going to go like this. We've got the little chin hair. And this is what I've cut to put inside the tail. So let's go ahead and unplug this hot glue gun so I don't injure myself. And we've got this inside of here. And the ears actually go inside there. And I don't know if I can line all that. I'd like to be able to line all of that up together, but I'm not sure that I can. I'm trying to think how I want to do it. You know, because you got those inside there that line up like that, and you have to get them all lined up. I think the right way to do it is to assemble the ears and then stitch again over all of it. I think that's the proper way to do it. So I think I'm going to try that, and we will see what happens. And I don't even know exactly which hole to line it up with. I guess I just kind of have to eyeball it. We could just put them right there next to each other like that. How does that look? Does that look okay? Tack the ears behind with a hot. Oh, that's a brilliant idea. That would be so much easier, wouldn't it? And then we could just stitch through it. Dawn, you're a genius. I think I'll do that. Now, that's not what Nichole did. And I think I've got enough glue on there right now that we can do that. And then we can stitch through the rest. What a great idea. That's a great idea. See, this is why the lives are so handy, because you get all of this help from your crafty friends, and it makes it easier. So that is a great idea. I love that you come up with that. It does have, there are stitches there so that you can stitch through it, but I'm liking this idea a lot better for time and efficiency. And just, it's a lot of stitching. I got to get this down there further, I think. There we go. So then we can do that. That's a great idea, Dawn. Now, I don't know what the glue will do to, running my needle through there. That will be to be determined. Now, for this, I'm going to use, which one of these black pieces is the longest one? Okay, I'm just going to use some black for this because I thought I would stitch the head with some black. And then I'm going to have to be really, let me think how I want to do this, because I'm going to go all the way around. I was thinking how I wanted to do that. All right, I'm just going to start here and we'll start going around. I don't know how it's going to pan out, but I feel like maybe I should just do, well, I already did the feet in the black. I should have just done everything in the same stitching. I was trying to have a little bit of variation of color there, and that's why I chose the two different colors to stitch with. But it may be problematic when I get to that chin area. I don't know. We shall see. So we'll just keep going. Oh, okay. All right. So felt forest box. Yeah, I have. Did you, Lala, did you copy that link from my description box? I don't know that you did. Anyway, I do have it listed in the description box with my affiliate link if you want to use that. But Lala has also included some similar stuff. I don't know if it's Spellbinders product or if it's some product that she was working with that might be of interest to you. And but she's got the link in there. So thank you. So anyway, same thing. I'm just working my way around these, and you want to try and make sure you get in the holes in the back, which it looks like I missed a stitch. So I'm gonna pull it out, go back and fix it. I read this nursery rhyme to the kids that say, needles and pins, needles and pins. When you drop the first stitch is when the trouble begins. And I think that's what I've just done. The boys, they have that. They love these nursery, and these are old school nursery rhymes, but they like them. But yeah, that one of them that I read in the morning says that. Now, what did I do wrong? I need to look at that. Okay. So I'm going to be doing some threading because I pulled it out. The marinara wool sheet neutral. Okay, so she's providing you with links to it. I did have that linked up as well. Now it did say the neutrals. I don't know where you're getting yours at, Lala, if it's from Spellbinders or scrapbook.com. They were currently out of the marinara wool. I think it was the stitch before that I messed up on. Let's undo that. Yes, it was. Okay. I'm going to pull one more out and we're going to rethread because I want to get it right because this is the back and it will show. Yeah, all of those things are the products that we're working with. But Spellbinders site said that the wool, the Mariner wool neutrals was out currently, but you could just click on the notification button if you're wanting to get it. Okay, the wheels are falling off the bus here. I need to snip it. This is when you need your handy dandy scissors. Give you a good clean edge. There we go. All right. Now, I want to go. I didn't hit the hole on the back. I kind of made my own little hole, and you can absolutely tell that it was off. I'm trying to decide what I'm doing here. I don't know. I think that's just a kind of an awkward angle because you've got, you're going one way and then the other. So hopefully we can get this right, but we will press on. So anyway, what is a deviled avocado? Interesting. Oh, thanks, Lala. She said they are all my links. I just thought, did you abbreviate them? Because those links were huge. Maybe I'm just not seeing them all. Speaking of deviled avocado, part of what I served last night were deviled eggs as well. We had those. I'm wondering if deviled avocados are similar to deviled eggs. I don't know. I've not heard of them. So I'll be interested to hear, Blossom, what those are. Now we're about to find out if the hot glue is going to create any issues with pushing my needle through the thread. And I got to get this lined up. There we go. So far, so good. We are doing it. I think we're still on track. Now, do we have any avid seamstress here that would tell me? This is one where the glue was came through pretty thickly. That would, ooh, yeah. Yeah, this is where we're going through multiple layers here, so I don't know. There we go. That would tell me that I'm doing this all wrong, because I wouldn't know. Did we figure out what a deviled avocado? Oh, Caroline, have a good evening. Take care now. I don't think we figured out what that is yet. So let's see how we're doing. We're 53 minutes in. I'm just going to keep going for a little bit, and then we'll wrap it up. And when I get this thing finished, I'll try to post it in some of the places that we hang out. Oh, well, actually, I'll update the thumbnail on the Live as well, and then we'll try to post it in maybe Crafty Fun with Crafty Friends of LV, or put it on there and see. Hopefully it's going to come out all right. So my heater has kicked on. It is Indiana, and it has kicked on. So I apologize. That's the noise that you're hearing in the background now. But I gotta have heat. I did put on my vest. I didn't want anything on my arms because I was doing all the stitching, like anything longer than just my sleeves, and like a sweater or whatever. But I did put on my little vest so that I would be warmer out here. And I did get me some thermal. Yeah, the back of mine, I don't think it's going to be perfect. And that hot glue, I will tell you, on those ears is making it a little bit of a challenge to get through the holes. But I did put this vest on so I'd be a little bit warmer. And I ordered some thermal curtains, and I have curtains up. So you might have noticed that when I was on the full screen, because normally I have my open windows so that we can look right out into the backyard and see the beautiful scenery. But right now, it's winter, and it's not so lovely. So anyway, I'm hoping to get past this hot glued area. It's definitely made it a little bit more challenging to push the needle through. But it also could be the fact that I have so many layers going on here that's making it hard to go through, because we've got the ear layer, the decorative ear layer piece, and then the front and the back. So it very well could be because of that, but we're getting there. It's just not fast. So you guys will have to let me know if, if this kind of thing is okay and interesting. I know, normally we make cards and we do paper products and stuff, but I thought this is cute and it would be fun to do something a little bit different. Now, I will tell you, when Jana had text or messaged me and said she wasn't planning on going live, I had actually been contemplating canceling my live because I was having a ball this afternoon with my guitar. I had it out and I had my Spark amp and I was just playing all kinds of songs that I'd played for a long time, and my wrist was kind of hurting, and I was like, oh my gosh, do I even want to go live and try to stitch after having played the guitar for I don't know how long. My husband was gone and I just cranked it up and was just playing. When he came home, he goes, oh, it sounds good. I said, you should have been here earlier, because I had the grunge on and the heavy metal and everything. And I told him, I said, the neighbors were probably going, well, my next door neighbors is my dad, and we play together, and he would love that. That wouldn't bother him at all. But the neighbors behind us might have been going, what in the world is going on? Because I was jamming. But my I played so much my wrist was getting a little bit sore, which means I need to play more often, because I wouldn't be sore if I was practicing like I should be. I do play on the praise team. I actually had this week off because I was, and I'm a teacher for one of the classes, and I was teaching, and when you teach, they give you that week off. So anyway, so that was that, but I did drag out that guitar, and I think part of my reason for not practicing as much is because my grandsons are here, and I told my husband I don't feel like I could leave it set out, because this is another weak spot in the fabric. I don't feel like I can leave the my guitar set out, because they would just be in here beating on it. Now I have little guitars that they play, but they would be drawn to the big one. They would want to play the big one as well. So anyway, so there, we've gotten all the way around there. Now we have to go all the way back, but that was a good idea, Dawn, to do that, because that saved me having to stitch on that. So I need to go all the way around with that. And then basically what I would do, I think I'm going to wrap up here, because I know we're not going to get through it, and hopefully you guys are okay with it, is go all the way around this with the black. And then when I come in with this, I'm going to have to, attach it to this, and, bring this in as well. And then I can use that reddish color to go around the bottom of it again, so that it doesn't, I don't know, it would show on the back probably, but, and then attach it. And then we would cut this down. We're also going to cut this down much like we did that. And we would stuff our tail with this, and it would make our tail a little bit fluffy, and stitch around it. We would put it inside of here, and that would give us fill for that. Line that up, stitch all the way around that. And then we're going to do the same thing with the inside of our belly. And we've got this. So that's what I've got this for here. And then we would put this on the inside of our belly, like that. And then you can see, I don't know if you can see that or not. I got something white I can put behind there. I can't find anything white right at the moment, but you should be able to see there's holes in this. Yeah, you can see it if I hold it like that, so that you can take your legs and line your legs up and stitch them. You just stitch right here around, and it's going to be a double stitch because you've already got it in there. but you'll stitch both of those, and then that will help you get the proper placement for your legs on there. And then you would stitch this, and you could probably stitch this to that ahead of time when you're doing all that. But that's kind of how it's going to come together. I got to go all the way back around here, and then attach this inside of there and stitch through it and do it that way. So this might be another place where you might just glue it, but it is designed to stitch right on there. So anyway, hi Wims, welcome. So Cordelia's got to go. It's time to make her little litter box rounds and get ready for bed. Everyone have a good evening. Good. Anyway, so that's pretty much it. We've been on for an hour, and I think I probably have at least an hour more to do with this. And so I'm probably going to pause for this evening. Just kind of let you see my little fox head. And this is his body. This is kind of how he would really come together. And I'll just probably finish this on my own time. And then I'll post a picture so you guys can all check it out. And hopefully that's okay. We didn't get a project finished, but I think we kind of got a feel for how the felt die cuts with the dies and the Spellbinders. Very easy. Load up your needles and threads in advance with the different colors, and that will help you prepare for it. And then just take your time and kind of be creative. So I think it's fun. It's a fun set. So if you're interested, the links are in the description box below. You can check it out. Thank you. Lala said, don't forget to hit the like button on your way out. I appreciate that. I think thanks for everybody stopping by. And I hope you have a great week ahead, and take care. So I'll see you all soon. Thanks. Bye-bye, everyone.